Here are a few tips for gardening safely if you have low back pain or low bone density from the National Osteoporosis Foundation. So what I usually see is people gardening in my neighborhood, bent over like this, pulling weeds and cutting things and trimming. And the weed pulling is usually the hardest part, or trimming low hedges or low flowers. And what I think is also a big problem for people is when they get down on their hands and knees and they're trying to pull weeds and be there for long periods of time, their knees either start to hurt or their feet go to sleep or they have back pain. So I have a few tips for you that are helpful for reducing low back pain and also reducing compressive forces on the spine as you're doing your gardening. So Sandy, if you could stand in front of me here, stand where I was, and I'm going to put a pillow in a garbage bag. So I usually go to one of those discount stores and get a thick pillow, or two even. It needs to be pretty big, and put usually the big black lawn and garbage bags to protect it. And that way you can just use it for gardening. If you have a pillow that you like, then definitely want to protect it with some trash bags. And then you'll need 2 kneeling pads on either side. And what you're going to do is come down onto your hands and knees, and you're going to kneel. Nope, you're going to straddle the pad. So you're going to put your knees here and here. Okay. There you go. Keep your spine lengthened as you do it, right? So, and then sit on the garbage bags. All right, there you go. And so then you can easily get your pelvis lifted. You can be there for a little bit longer. You could point your toes behind you and just, if you had shoes on, it's usually more comfortable, especially in your garden. You want to be wearing shoes, so you want to find a comfortable foot position. So if that's not comfortable to your feet, I'd put another pillow in there for you. You might even need 2, and get up really high, and then put your hands on the ground. And then you pull weeds with one hand. So now she's keeping the spine straight as she does her weeding and gardening, and she can probably be there a little bit longer. When you start to get tired, you need to get up anyway. So you'll have to move all your toys as you go along in the garden, but having the knee pads is helpful so that you don't hurt your knees as you're sitting on stumps and uneven surfaces or bark. And then having your pelvis lifted is actually really helpful in being able to keep the spine elongated. So those are some really great gardening tips from the National Osteoporosis Foundation. I hope you'll find them helpful.